welcome to this channel. Don't forget to like, to share, and also to subscribe to our channel. In the news, Tinubu's aide Dada Olusegun replies as Iran asks Nigerians others if they stand with them. Numerous Nigerians responded to the post as many believe that the country is unable to engage in its own conflicts, let alone standing with another country. The official Iranian platform on X has reached out to various nations worldwide to inquire whether they support Iran during its ongoing conflicts with Israel. They reference a verse from the Quran followed by a question. I hold firmly to the rope of Allah all together and do not become divided. Quran chapter 3 verse 103. Do you stand with Iran? Nigeria was one of the countries questioned by the Iranian platform. Numerous Nigerians responded to the post, as many believe that the country is unable to engage in its own conflicts, let alone standing with another country. However, the special assistant to President Bola Tinubu on social media, Dada Olusegun, responded to Iran's tweet. How far? Relax, so Dada said. Well, the issue in the Middle East is a very sensitive issue, which some people who are ignorant about what is going on may think is something to joke about on the social media. No, it is not, because it's very, very sensitive between Israel and Iran, and it's also between the Arab world and the Jewish world, and it may extend or escalate even to world war if care is not taken. Because if you look at some of the reasons behind their wars, you will see a lot of things that cause for concern, cause for caution, and cause for deep reflection. For example, nuclear issues. You know, if you look at what is going on with nuclear power all over the place, the world at large is not safe, whether it's on Iran's side or on Israel's side, even though nobody has any right to even have that thing, those nuclear weapon at all. I think the right thing and the best thing is for those G7 countries or whoever have nuclear weapons all over the world to defuse all of them and make a strong law to make sure to ban that thing from being in existence. But it's a pity that countries like US, like Russia, they all have it. And as a result of that, it becomes hypocritical for them to tell Iran not to have a nuclear weapon. Or is it Israel that has refused to own up to the fact that they have nuclear weapon? And we have also other countries in the world who have this thing and they kept quiet and they know that if any error with this thing, we inflict a very hard injury on the whole world. It may even mark the beginning of the end of the world. So why on earth we will now come to the social media and begin to, unnecessarily to discuss such a thing in this manner? Very, very carefully. I want to submit that Nigerians should be careful. Even the Iranians who owns such a platform should be very, very careful, because we are talking about the life of humanity, of human race here, and we don't want to joke with the life of people. And look at what is going on now. There is fear already. Many lives have been lost. It's counting into some tens now on both sides. Very soon it will go into hundreds. Before you know what is happening, there will be a lot of injury that will be inflicted. Very soon, a lot of wives will be widows, many husbands will be widowers, many children will be destitute, many of them will be orphans, and there's going to be a lot of disadvantage. Nefarious issues, activities will be going on. Even the so-called criminals may be on the rampage now, because there's going to be hunger, there's going to be a lot of diseases and things like that. And very soon, the so-called countries will begin to ask for aid again. And that's why it's very, very sensitive. Whoever is trying to call for support from anywhere should be very careful. So, at least for Nigerians who did not even bother to give a supportive answer or something against, at least they've done well. So let's just remain neutral and allow our leaders who are in charge of our diplomatic issues to attend to such a thing. It is very, very important. the peace of the whole world and the tranquility of everyone is much more germane to unnecessary show of power or show of influence or necessary aggression. Very, very important, because this region has been plagued with a lot of terrorist activity. The problem between Israel and the Hamas in Gaza, and the one between also Israel and then the people that Iran is using too, and many other terrorist organizations. Even Nigeria, like some of the commentators said, is battling with its own insecurity, and we have not even finished our own. Not to talk of how we are now going to support Iran. We shouldn't forget that any suggestion at all or any support at all should be given to the government as of today on how the government can fight the insecurity that is within the land, and how they can also settle all those who are already in the IDP camp. They should also see how they can also increase the security of this country. And if the government can even try to have its way, try to pacify whoever is disgruntled, so that all these so-called terrorists, cattle rustlers, kidnappers, those who are busy with criminal activity, can be brought to book. Honestly speaking, Nigeria has a lot of issues within that I may want to even term as our own Iran versus Israel matter that we have within, that is hitting us below the belt. And Nigeria need to look forward to plan on how to solve all these problems even headlong, because we can't afford to just fold our hands. And I also like to advise our people too, as regard what is going on internationally. Our job is to remain neutral and hope. And if we can pray, let us pray so that there will be relative peace. Because if at the end of the day, this continued war in the Middle East escalated and turned to fight between those who happen to be their supporters behind, because there are some world powers supporting both sides, and it's now escalated into world war, it's not going to pay anybody. Imagine immediately the war started, the price of petroleum just went up, and that's going to have a ripple effect on the economy all over the world. And these are some of the things we need to guard against. That's why it's dangerous for anybody to begin to pick side in this kind of situation. Nobody is right between either Iran or Israel. I won't say anybody is wrong, no, but then let them find other means even to solve their problem without all these kinetic methods, whatever may be the problem between them. And also, they should remember that whatever they do is going to affect the world at large. At least let the world breathe so that there will be peace. Remember to like, to share, and also to subscribe to our channel. Thank you.